Welcome to episode number 10 of the Eli Angle podcast. I'm your host, Eli Donnell. Let's dive right into what happened this week in sports. Starting in the MLB, the Diamondbacks agree on a 1 year, $2 million deal with Carlos Santana. He's going to the desert. And the Cardinals make a trade with the Mariners and the Rays that sends Brendan Donovan to Seattle. And the Cardinals receive Urangel Sanha, which is MLB's number 91 prospect. Outfielder Ty Pete, the Cardinals' 15th ranked prospect, and outfielder Colton Ledbetter from the Rays. And then they get some draft picks, competitive balance, round B picks, number 72 from Tampa Bay, and number 68 from the Mariners. Cardinals going all in on the future, getting rid of Altair. Talent they have now, getting some young guys looking to be one of the top teams as we proceed on throughout the time in the MLB. And the Rays received third baseman Ben Williamson from the Mariners in the trade. That is what they got on their end of the bargain. Isaac Paredes avoided arbitration with a $9.35 million deal with the Astros, so he stays put in Houston. Eugenio Suarez signed a 1 year deal with Cincinnati and the Reds. He makes his return to them. Yoan Moncada agrees on a deal with the Angels. He's headed to Anaheim. And the Angels signed Jose Siri to a 1 year, $1.6 million deal. He as well will join Moncada in Anaheim. And the Red Sox acquire right-handed pitcher Gage Zeal and a player to be named later in a trade with the White Sox, where the White Sox acquired Jordan Hicks and David Sandin and some cash and two other players to be named later. And the Giants agreed to terms with Harrison Bader. Moving into golf, Justin Rose won the Farmers Insurance Open with a 23 under par 4 rounds. That is a 7-shot win. He picks up career win number 13. Justin Rose getting the year started with a win. Into Live, they announced today that they will be receiving World Golf Ranking points. That's a big deal for Live. They've been fighting. That's one of the reasons some of these guys left and came back to the PGA Tour. Brooks Koepka, Patrick Reed. Only the top 10 will receive the points. And into TGL, Jupiter beat Atlanta 8-6. Into the NHL, we got a lot to talk about. Anthony Cirelli suffered an injury in the Stadium Series game on Sunday. He is out and he will not be playing for Team Canada in the Olympics in a couple weeks. And he will be replaced by Florida's Sam Bennett on Team Canada. Along with that, on the Lightning, Nick Paul he's out through the Olympic break. Lightning getting hit with blows here, but they are still one of the best teams in the NHL. Alexander Barkov and Dmitry Kulikov begin skating for the first time for the Panthers. Barkov for the first time this season, and Kulikov since about game number 2. Peter Mrazek and Leo Carlson both placed on IR by the Ducks. Pavel Zacha and Elias Lindholm both placed on IR by Boston. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, Zach Benson, and Josh Norris all placed on IR by the Sabres. Igor Shesterkin and Adam Fox placed on IR for the Rangers. And Chris Letang is put on the IR by the Penguins. Into the scores for this week, we had a lot of games this week. 10 games on Tuesday. We will run through them very quickly. The Predators beat the Bruins 3-2 in overtime. It was David Pastrnak getting it done in OT. The Sabres beat the Maple Leafs 7-4. Rasmus Dahlin, a 5-point game, 3 goals, 2 assists. The Canadiens beat the Golden Knights 3-2 in OT. That was Jake Evans netting the game winner. The Kings beat the Red Wings 3-1. The Mammoth beat the Panthers 4-3. The Jets beat the Devils 4-3. The Stars also beat the Blues 4-3. The Wild beat the Blackhawks 4-3 in a shootout. Kirill the Thrill Kaprizov gets it done in overtime. The Sharks beat the Canucks 5-2 as Macklin celebrating with a 4-point game. He goes for 1 goal and 3 assists. And the Kraken beat the Capitals 5-1. Jared McCann, a 4-point game, 2 goals, 2 assists. On Wednesday, just 3 games. The Islanders beat the Rangers 5-2. The Blue Jackets beat the Flyers 5-3. It was Travis Konechny with a hat trick. And the Senators beat the Avalanche 5-2. Into Thursday, a 15-game slate. The Bruins beat the Flyers 6-3. The Sabres beat the Kings 4-1. It was an Alex Tuck hat trick. The Canadiens beat the Avalanche 7-3. The Lightning beat the Jets 4-1. The Devils beat the Predators 3-2. In overtime, Nico Hischier nets it for the Devils. The Islanders beat the Rangers 2-1. The Penguins beat the Blackhawks 6-2. The Hurricanes beat the Mammoth 5-4. And the Capitals beat the Red Wings 4-3 in a shootout. Nick Dowd gets it done for the Caps. The Blues beat the Panthers 5-4. The Wild beat the Flames 4-1. The Sharks beat the Oilers in overtime. Zach Hyman gets it done for the Sharks. Canucks beat the Ducks 2-0. Nikita Tolopilo gets the shutout for the Canucks, and the Stars beat the Golden Knights 5-4 in a shootout. Jason Robertson nets the game winner. And then the Kraken beat the Maple Leafs 5-2 to cap off a large Thursday slate, which means we only get one game on Friday. It was the Blue Jackets beating the Blackhawks 4-2. Charlie Coyle, a 4-point game, 3 goals, 1 assist. Saturday, it's a 14-game slate. The Kings beat the Flyers 3-2 in overtime. Quinton Byfield with the game winner. The Avalanche beat the Red Wings 5-0. A Mackenzie Blackwood shutout for the Avs. The Penguins beat the Rangers 6-5. The Jets beat the Panthers 2-1. The Flames beat the Sharks 3-2. And the Capitals beat the Hurricanes 4-3 in overtime. Justin Sourdiff with the game winner. The Canadiens beat the Sabres 4-2. The Senators beat the Devils 4-1. Predators beat the Islanders 4-3. Blue Jackets beat the Blues 5-3. The Leafs beat the Canucks 3-2. In a shootout, it is William Nylander with the game winner. The Stars beat the Mammoth 3-2. The Wild beat the Oilers 7-3. And the Kraken beat the Golden Knights 3-2. On to Sunday, only 3 games, but one of the best games of the season so far. We start with the Hurricanes beating the Kings 3-2 in overtime, and Sebastian Aho with the game winner. And then the Ducks beat the Golden Knights 4-3. And the game of the year candidate, game of a lifetime. The Lightning beat the Bruins 6-5 in a shootout in the Stadium Series. It was a great game. The Lightning, a 4-goal comeback. The Bruins were on a trip to the penalty box. The 4-goal comeback for Tampa is the largest in franchise history and the largest in NHL outdoor game. It topped the Winter Classic by a large margin, and it was very, very cold for Tampa. In the 30s, people were complaining it's going to be too warm. It's not good. It's not going to be well. It was great. It was cold. They had to heat the ice. It was getting too cold. The players loved it. The Lightning coaches dressed up in their Cuban outfits and smoked some Cuban cigars for the game after the game as they got to celebrate in the locker room. On to Monday, which had a 10-game slate. It was the Sabres beating the Panthers 5-3, the Senators beating the Penguins 3-2, Capitals beating the Islanders 4-1. The Canadiens beat the Wild 4-3 in overtime. Kirill, the thrill again, nets the game winner. The Predators beat the Blues 6-5. Roman Josi, a 4-point game, 4 assists. The Blackhawks beat the Sharks 6-3. Ryan Donato, a 4-point game. He goes 2 goals, 2 assists. The Stars beat the Jets 4-3 in OT. Thomas Harley with the game winner. The Red Wings beat the Avalanche 2-0. A John Gibson shutout for the Red Wings. And the Mammoth beat the Canucks 6-2. Nick Schmaltz, a 4-point game. He goes 3 goals and an assist. And the Maple Leafs beat the Flames 4-2. And then we go into the league leaders. Connor McDavid leads skaters in points and assists at 95 and 61, and Nathan MacKinnon leads them in goals at 40. Zach Werenski leads defensemen in points at 61. Werenski and Jacob Chikrin tied for goals at 19. And Quinn Hughes leads defensemen in assists at 50. Ivan Demidov leads rookies in points and assists at 46 and 34. And Beckett Seneca leads rookies in goals at 18. Karl Velmelka leads goalies and wins at 26. Andrei Vasilevsky leads goalies and goals against at 2.12. Devin Cooley leads in save percentage at .921. And Ilya Sorokin with a league-leading 6 shutouts. The Lightning are leading the East. They are 7-1-1 in their last 10. The Hurricanes lead the Metro. They are 7-1-2 in their last 10. The Avalanche leading the Central, although they are struggling, 3-5-2 in their last 10. And the Golden Knights leading the Pacific. They are as well 3-5-2 in their last 10, losers of 5 straight. Moving into the NFL, the Cardinals get their hire in Mike LaFleur. The Rams' former offensive coordinator is headed to the desert. Staying in the West, he will be taking the helm of no one knows what's going on Cardinals team. Who's going to be the quarterback? No one knows. We don't know yet. Is Kyler Murray going to stay? Are they going to draft someone? Are they going to trade for someone? Only time will tell. Clint Kubiak is headed to Las Vegas. He will be the head coach. He is the Seahawks offensive coordinator. He will finish through the Super Bowl, and then once that Super Bowl ends, he's no longer a member of the Seahawks. He is now a member of the Las Vegas Raiders. And Matt Nagy is reported to join the Giants staff as the offensive coordinator, so John Harbaugh gets Nagy as Nagy's time with the Chiefs is over. Robert Kraft did not make the Hall of Fame class of 26. It was Bill Belichick last week. This week it's Robert Kraft. Are any of them going to make the Hall of Fame? Only time will tell. That leads us to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl 60 on Sunday at 6:30 on NBC from Santa Clara. It will be the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. I would like the Patriots to win, but I don't think they will. I think it's going to be the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks will just overpower the Patriots. I just hope it's a good game. We'll see what happens. Moving into college basketball. Number 3 Michigan beat number 7 Michigan State 83-71. UCF beat number 11 Texas Tech 88-80. 14 Kansas beat number 13 BYU 82-90. Kentucky beat number 15 Arkansas 85-77. Number 9 Illinois beat number 5 Nebraska 78-69. Nebraska suffers their second straight loss, both coming to ranked teams. Number 19 Florida beat number 23 Alabama 100-77, a walloping there for the Gators. Number 11 Kansas beat number 13 Texas Tech 64-61. Previewing some games coming up this next week. On Friday, it will be the number 3 UConn Huskies heading to New York to take on the number 22 ranked St. John Johnnies. That's on Friday at 8 p.m. on Fox. On Saturday, it's the Duke Blue Devils versus the number 14th ranked North Carolina Tar Heels. The number 4 versus the number 14, battling it out. That's Saturday at 6:30 on ESPN. Number 5 Illinois will head to number 10 Michigan State. That's on Saturday at 8 p.m. on Fox. Number 8 Houston heads to number 16 BYU on Saturday at 10:30 for a duel on ESPN. And then on Monday, number 1 Arizona versus number 11 Kansas. That will be at 9 p.m. on ESPN. And then on Tuesday, number 12 Purdue, the Boilermakers, will make the trip to Lincoln and Pinnacle Bank Arena to take on the number 9 ranked Nebraska Cornhuskers. That's at 7 p.m. on FS1. Moving into the rankings, Arizona stays atop at number 1, Michigan jumps up to number 2, and UConn drops to number 3. Duke stays put at 4. Illinois moved up 4 spots to number 5. Gonzaga stays put at 6. Iowa State moves up to number 7. Houston up 2 spots to number 8. Nebraska drops 4 to number 9. Michigan State drops 3 to number 10. Kansas moves up 3 to number 11. Purdue stays put at number 12. Texas Tech drops 2 spots to 13. North Carolina moves up 2 spots to 14. Vanderbilt moves up 3 spots to number 15. BYU drops 3 spots to number 16. The Florida Gators move up 2 spots to number 17. And the Virginia Cavaliers drop a spot to number 18. St. Louis moves up 2 spots to number 19. And number 20, Clemson, they went up 2 spots at number 20. Number 21, Arkansas, they dropped 6, a big drop for the Razorbacks. St. John's moves up 3 to 22. Undefeated Miami of Ohio, they move up a spot to number 23. Louisville at 24, and Tennessee rounds it out at number 25. 2 unbeaten teams remain in college basketball. It's the Arizona Wildcats and Miami of Ohio. We will see what plays out next week in sports. That's all I got for you this week. So long and goodbye.